Hello guys, in today's video I wanted to take a look at the performance of my market timing signal over the last 6 months. And ironically enough, when I pulled up a 6-month 60-minute chart, we are basically exactly where we were at 6 months ago, right around the 2700 level. So, had you bought and held, you would have just sat through a ton of ups and downs, and there's no telling whether you would have reached some kind of capitulation down at these levels and sold out for a loss, but we're not going to play the what if game. And I'm not going to even add up how the signals did and what if to say, oh, you could have made this many points. The whole point of this is just to kind of talk about some methodology, talk about some of the changes that I've made, and hopefully it's for the better, and just kind of get a broad sense of whether what I've got going on seems to be working or seems to be not. Back in June, we got a buy signal here, and this seemed to be pretty on the money. And then we got a sell signal in the middle of July. Now, let me stop right there. For number one, anybody who's read the blog for a while knows that I practice and preach the concept of taking profits. There's two vital concepts to utilizing and profiting from this timing signal. Number one, take your profits quickly, take partial profits if you want, and set stops. So you can do that together. You take partial profits and then you set a stop at your break-even point, so it's a risk-free trade. So number one, and I never sell at the top. So you could have taken some profits, let the rest ride, gotten out here when we got a sell signal. Now this would have been very difficult to sit through all of this, but it did prove to be a very profitable down signal. Now I want to touch upon this area from the end of August through all of September. My signal just got chewed up during this period of time. There was a ton of volatility, and moving forward in October, I didn't change what triggered my signal. I changed the entry of when for example, when it triggers a buy signal, I didn't just get in then, I actually altered my signal of when the trade was actually placed. And I think going forward that this is going to have drastically improvements in it. And so here, and this is important, this is an important concept, because we as traders, we have to adapt to market conditions. Signals change, markets change, people change, and it's important to change with that. So here in the beginning of October, we got a buy signal. This proved to be reliable. We got a sell signal in November. This proved to be reliable. In the beginning of December, we got a buy signal, and it initially moved, and then it moved against you. Now that would have been one warning sign. So if when it moved up there, if you put a stop where you entered, you would have gotten stopped out. But here you had another warning sign where it went down. Just the fact that you're in the red, that's a warning sign. And then it moved up again, and it didn't make a new high. That would have been another warning sign. And so possibly one way to play this is the next time it goes down and breaches your entry level, that could have been an exit for a wash. And here's actually another warning sign, is when it came up, made another lower high. And so there were ample opportunities to see that this wasn't working. So and the same thing with this signal here, this down signal. When it moved down 40 points, if you're not happy with taking that 40 points or even setting a stop where the entry point was, sometimes that's just being greedy. But even so, this would have been an area where you could have taken a loss. I'm running out of time, and I just want to say that at the end of December, since we've gone the last up signal so far, this has been working, and I fully expect us to move past these October highs and more. So take care, guys.